That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Emmanuel Sanders, 26 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
To kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Out to his left. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tap.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. His throw incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The next drive coming for Emmanuel Sanders and the Saints offense. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
You know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding him.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. Well, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Ball gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And that will be incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.